to be boring. Yeah, yeah. Tell me you ready, Mellow, you ready to spit for the ladies to keep it nasty, dark and petty. If you pick me, then you might find this upsetting. You say that you're ready, well the joke's on you. Get it?
Hi.
I didn't do anything extra today.
Now we Jagged Edge. Now we.
See, first of all,
I hate that fucking song.
I
I hate that song. It's on my top 10 list of songs I don't ever have to hear again. I'm sorry, I do.
Oh, that's Let's Get Married.
Yeah.
Okay. Honestly, I'm thinking it was like Promise or
No.
He Can't Love You. I was like, what the fuck is their problem? Oh yeah.
First
Yeah.
of
Let's
all,
Get Married. Yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
Let's Get Married, not for me. Promise, He Can't Love You, Good Luck Charm. What's the other one? All that shit.
Let me rev up those fryers so by the time I get in the car, it will already be playing. Let me just cue up the Jagged Edge playlist.
Yep. Love Jagged Edge. They ain't never did nothing wrong.
Swallow the engagement ring. Kyle.
I'm sorry.
Kyle.
He did what?
Kyle.
He made a bitch swallow an engagement ring?
Yes. The other non-twin is the twins. Mm-hmm. It's Wingo.
And then the other
fucking
one.
Kyle.
And he made it.
And Kyle put the ring down her throat, made her. He's had several domestic.
This is why we have to start shooting these niggas because I gotta stop saying that. I gotta stop saying that on the podcast. Bleep the shooting part out if you can. I don't know, but I gotta start. What? I'm sorry, that flustered me.
He has like a rap sheet.
Jesus Christ.
But he don't sing no way. So honestly, if they switched him out with anybody off the street,
yeah.
Because 112 is only like one original nigga. It's just random niggas in 112 now.
Yeah, and Drew Hill.
It's just anybody.
They be like, they be like, la, and they be like, la, and they be like, come on. It's fine.
You got no. What's the Drewski skit? Come on, baby girl. You got it.
Did him and Jack funny up on that Drewski shit? Oh my God, because I knew he was playing too much already.
I knew he was playing, but I thought the security was in on it.
And they were fucking not. And I just, they had that nigga bent off against my son. And it's not funny to see somebody get attacked, but it is funny to see somebody get attacked. And I watched it 11 times. I watched it over and over and over again.
And Jack funny, I go out of my way to not find niggas funny. That fucking Jack funny is my guilty pleasure. I be on that nigga page, crying, laughing.
Sobbing, laughing. And he looks like a crazy nigga we know. So I also don't.
He's just like the evil version of that nigga.
And I also don't want to watch it because of that. But that nigga there is hilarious.
And maybe seeing him get hemmed up reminded us of seeing Redacted get hemmed up. And I loved that. And I was just like, yes.
Oh boy, I'm sorry for delighting his chain, but that was funny. If you don't know who Jack Funny 313 is, go watch his content. Funny Detroiter. And if you ever disappoint me and I've shouted you out on this platform, you're gonna have a problem with me personally, and I'm gonna bring it to your front door. I'm gonna find you. But anyway, I'm Talley.
I'm also male.
You're also male. That implies that I'm male.
We're both male.
I'm male.
You know how like newborn babies think their mom is them? That's why they like their dads. Mm-hmm. So you are also me.
So does that mean you're me?
Yes.
I have
We're
to think
newborns.
on it.
We're just girls.
I have to think on it.
And I think that's how babies think mom is like. Well,
no, I know.
So I think.
Did you see the lady that had to put a clip in the baby's seat in the car because the baby can't survive without touching her hair?
Absolutely.
That is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. That
babies are just feral.
Nuts. You're crazy. What do you mean?
I want one so bad.
Oh, same. I made a TikTok about wanting a baby, but like the fact, like the way that I spend my mornings, right? Not child conducive. I wake up, I watch my TV, I have coffee, it's silent. I cannot imagine needing to groom someone before heading to work.
I had that same exact thought.
I can't do it.
I was taking a shower and I picked up this really bad habit from Dwayne, right? I have a shelf in my shower. I have a pop socket. So I plop that phone up and I'm on TikTok. If I find a good story time, if a bitch just talking about her baby daddy is a 10-minute video, I'm like, yes!
Great shower.
Thank you. I'm in there. I'm just like, wow, if I have a kid, I'm not going to be able to watch my TikToks in the shower this.
You're not.
So I'm fully aware of all the risks, but I want a baby so fucking bad. And I think me wanting a baby kind of put a lot of things in perspective. It's just about like the discourse, and we about to get on a tangent. It's tangent time. It's tangent time. It's tangent time. It's tangent time.
Tangent time.
All right, about to get on tangent. But I was thinking about how about I individually want a baby, and then I was thinking about the discourse around Hallie and DDG.
Okay.
And you know, the language around it is just like, it's several parts to this, right?
Let's do it.
So they're all like, well, we told you, Hallie, C told you so, and you ain't listen to us. And I'm thinking, Halle Bailey, do you think she's sitting around her $1 million home or condo like, damn, I should have listened to _Juicy Waffle when she told me to watch out for DDG. Gosh darn, nobody in the whole fucking world told me that a nigga may not be shit. I should have listened to the singular person on Twitter who told me that. Wow, I didn't listen. I'm getting what I deserve. Shut the fuck up.
And it's such a hateful thing because whatever you've done in your life, you've made your mistakes. And now, like, because it's not that, oh, we told you, because we all said it. He seems like he hates you a little bit.
We said this before she came out as pregnant. We said this in like a April 2023 episode. Mm-hmm. And you know what's so funny? And y'all gonna call me a liar, but I put this on my daddy. When I saw her at the Little Mermaid premiere, I went to a screening with my sister, and I'm like, she looked pregnant. But you know what I did?
Shut the fuck up.
I shut the fuck up about it. And I didn't say nothing. And she just kept looking more and more pregnant. I was just like, I've been new. But again, I shut the fuck up about it because who the fuck am I?
And it's not, I think that sometimes people disguise hating as like good intention. And it's like, well, we try to tell you. No, you saw a young woman being young and doing some things that you probably did and misstep and handling it okay, or at least seeming happy. And that made you frustrated. The most you can do when you're telling a person that, hey, it may not seem like this person has your best interest at heart, is say it and then move on. Yeah. But you waiting until a young woman gets hurt to be like, nah, boo boo. I told y'all niggas, y'all ain't want to believe
You 36.
You 7,500 years old.
And I think
what's wrong
also,
with you?
Again, the discourse, I just watched discourse from like, I'd say my 2, 3, maybe 11, 46 cents on Twitter. But mostly I just watch, and just the discourse around so many fucking things. I mean, like they do the same thing to Halle they did to Kiki and all this. I told you so. Y'all get to make y'all fucked up mistakes. We ain't nobody bothering you about how you handled the Trarion.
Right.
Nobody's fucking bothering you,
right,
in fucking St. Petersburg. Right. You do you over there in Florida. And then also, I think about, because you weren't on Twitter that day, and I was like, well, I give a fuck about what Ja Rule has to say at a time like this. What the fuck are you with that fucking Kayla Nicole discourse? What are your thoughts on that?
Are you talking about with what she said about
on the podcast?
About dressing up like Tiana?
Yes.
I think that's nutball crazy, and I
think we all can agree on that.
Yes, and I would literally rather chew up a pair of corduroys than ever admit that I dressed up like
absolutely
another woman, especially one that my partner moved on to.
And also mistreated.
But I think that people want to be hard on her anyway. People want to be hard on her anyway. And the question was, what was some crazy shit you
did?
You know
what was crazy?
And she did answer it that was some crazy. And it was some crazy shit. It was nuts. Yeah. But I think that people kind of took it a little left. And then Tiana's response was a lot as well. Yeah. And so it just kind of snowballed. And you already knew people were going to be kind of like weird to her about whatever she said about Travis.
And she kept it very cute. And people were like,
I don't think she kept it cute.
What she talking about with Travis?
Because what I think that implied, as a stone cold bitch myself, what I think part of what she said implied is either her and that man are still in communication, or the desire has been expressed for them to still be in communication.
Oh, and I believe that 1,000%.
Right. And if she was not looking for a response to that, she would not have said that part.
I don't disagree with that. But also, if it were me, so what? You know, but I think she kept it as cute as possible. I'll say that.
Sorry, your lash.
It's coming up. It's been fucking with me all day.
So don't fuck with it.
But I feel like if I take it off, I'm gonna look crazy.
I didn't say take it off. I said smush it back down.
I'm lifting it up because it's fucking with my eye.
Oh,
it's fucking with
pull
me.
it off. Do a Forrest Whitaker. Just one.
I'm not doing a whole episode with one lash. Okay. If it's still getting on my nerves in like 20 minutes,
perfect. I just couldn't let you continue. I didn't want you to think I was a fake bitch for not.
No, I'm purposely. If you watch me, I'm pushing it.
Okay,
up.
Cool.
Because it's bothering my eye.
Sorry, but yeah, I think she said that shit to kind of just be like, whack. It was whack.
I think when I think about Travis and Taylor, I do think they like each other, but I do feel like I think I may have said this before, but like. That scene in Malibu's Most Wanted when they leave the movies and Taye Diggs or Anthony Anderson was just like, you ever sat and thought about that's who this nigga actually is? That he really just act like that? Maybe he's just a wigger to the core. Because, like, that one scene, they're fucking listening just to Small Town Girl. And he's in the club with Taylor and her friends and shit. I'm like, this nigga wants to listen to Nudie.
Yeah, he wants to listen to Stick Talk. Yeah.
He don't want to. It's like he might genuinely be a true little wigger. I don't feel like he's fully. That's not crazy enough. I feel like he's not being himself.
I don't think he's being himself. And I think that, like, I do believe that PR relationship. First of all, I know PR relationships exist.
I think she's in bed with the NFL because they're making a lot of money off of white women right now.
100%. And then what I also think is, like, is it possible that they like each other? Yes. But is it more that this relationship makes sense and is mutually beneficial?
For everybody?
Absolutely. And everybody ain't, I'll always choose love. Some people are like, I need to do some shit, especially whites. The whites will do some shit to improve their station or improve their money or get more power. And that's what I think happened.
Absolutely.
Not trying to be funny, but being with Kayla didn't really, like, it might have fulfilled him or they might have, like, he liked her.
He's
but they ain't doing shit for him.
He on Subway commercials and shit. He's getting on, they selling fucking, I'm here rooting for Taylor. This shit is in the Marshalls. Taylor's boyfriend merch. He's living his life. He wouldn't be able to have this life without Taylor, which is
but
fair
also I'm like,
is
he signed to death row? Because what happens if they break up?
Now they can't break up. I feel
that's
like
what
now
I'm saying. They gotta get married. Yeah,
Taylor. I mean, what's the fucking girl? The black girl. Fuck. Kayla will never know peace. If he leaves Taylor and gets with Kayla, all these fucking names.
They might hurt that girl.
They may
not even trying to be funny.
Why? And when I saw that she was gonna be on Angel Reese's podcast, I was like, white women are about to lose their fucking mind.
Yeah.
And you know what? The white women, by a long shot, which is crazy to say, was acting more normal than the blacks.
I don't know. I think that people are in a okay, you happy now?
Oh my God.
You know you gotta take the other one off now. I was not serious about Forrest Whitaker. You gotta pull the other one off.
Oh, I don't know, man.
I have to look at you in your eye here.
I don't know.
Okay, tell me which eye to focus on.
My good eye.
But anyway, do you have a booty hole question? You wanna move on? Oh, drugs of the week first. Which one?
Okay, let's do joke of the week.
My joke of the week is that I was at work, right? And a thing that is important to me is not only being useful at work, but just, like, being the best at what I'm doing during my capitalism. Mm-hmm. My boss is, by all accounts, an okay man, and he doesn't do anything to really bother me. However, you can tell that
Don't look away from me.
I can't look at this one. So anyway.
I'm doing a podcast like this. You know, in The Other Sister, when she only got, have you seen the movie The Other Sister?
No.
Danger time. Okay. The movie The Other Sister, in hindsight, is very fucking problematic. It's so problematic. But it's called The Other Sister. And it is about a family, parents and 3 girls. Mm-hmm. And the youngest daughter is special needs. Mm-hmm. She's played by Juliette Lewis, who is not special needs. Mm-hmm. So she plays a special needs young lady who now as an adult, I think, had autism. Mm-hmm. So it's like a scene, it's a flashback, and they send her up to a special school. So she graduates from the special school. She comes back home. She's like 18, 19 now. And she wants to go to college with the mom. What's the white lady who always playing the mama? The white lady from First Wives Club with the glasses. Oh, what's her name? Oh, the white lady. She's always the white lady in the movies. Not Meryl Streep. Don't worry about it.
Meryl Streep's the only name I could get from that right now.
Hold on. She's in First Wives Club. What is her name? Not Goldie Hawn and not Bette Midler, but the Diane Keaton.
Okay.
That one. Diane Keaton is the mama. So she's like, no, Carla, you're not ready to go. And she's like, I am doing an impression of the movie. I'm ready, Mom.
You didn't have to do
I
that.
can go. No, but the way Juliette Lewis, you've never seen this fucking movie?
No. This doesn't even sound like my type of party.
You are going to be bawling, crying by the end. So she goes to, it's problematic. I didn't write the movie. Juliette Lewis plays an autistic young lady. She goes to community college against her mother's best wishes, but she's cognitive. She's functional. She's not like non-functional, but she is special needs. Mm-hmm. She meets a boy who is also special needs.
Where's this headed?
They fall in love.
Okay, enough.
No, you gotta see. Y'all, we have to get Talley to watch The Other Sister. It is so good. There's like the big climax of the movie is so emotional. Then there's, I don't want to spoil it for you.
I'm sure you could because I'm not going to watch it.
They fall in love.
Okay.
She does all of her research on sex. They decide to do it. Mm-hmm. And it's also problematic because the boy, he's not a virgin because some of the I was the football player or something, they like did a bet with a prostitute for him to do it with the prostitute.
That's awful. Why would I watch this?
So he's done it before. It sounds really, really bad, but it's such a sweet movie. You're going to cry. They do it. It's a whole thing. And then the climax of the movie, so the older sisters are lesbian. The middle sister's getting married to a man. At the rehearsal dinner, Daniel, so his name is Daniel, but she's always like, Daniel. It's really problematic. So at the rehearsal dinner, Daniel gets drunk because he feels like he's not good enough for Carla because they come from a very rich family. He gets drunk and gets on the mic at the rehearsal dinner. And she's like, Daniel, yay, hey, that's Daniel, you guys. And then he's like, yeah, everybody, me and Carla, we did it on Thanksgiving. And then she bursts into tears. And then she's like, stop laughing at me. It's when I tell you, you are going to be no good. It's so emotional.
You're describing this movie terribly.
I got one last.
Nothing here is compelling. I'm so sorry, and I'm not trying to be a bitch, but nothing that you're saying is compelling me to watch this movie. I'm getting further and further away. I already didn't want to, and you're pushing me further down. Like what the fuck?
And then
no.
At the sister's wedding, Daniel comes and he apologizes. He's like throwing marshmallows.
I just wanted to do my joke of the week. I just wanted to do my joke of the week.
Okay, next time we have any kind of movie night or something, we're watching I don't care how much it costs on Prime. We're watching it.
I don't think the cost is the issue. I think the issue
Matter of fact, the next episode we do, does that TV move? Is that camera on me?
You're not finna bully me into watching.
We're watching this movie.
Okay.
Sorry.
So my joke of the week.
Sorry.
Okay,
I do.
Okay,
all right.
It's fine.
Y'all got it.
So my joke of the week, I was speaking about my boss, and by all accounts, he's a wonderful man as far... I
forgot. You did. Oh, man.
I did what?
I got on a tangent, but I announced the tangent.
Because I was like, damn, she did start. And then you said it, and I said, oh, yeah.
Now, I announced the tangent, though. And like, this, I own this. I'm wilding.
It's okay.
But it was funny. You're going to watch this fucking movie.
I was shan't.
I'm going to send you a link to it.
Okay, before I move on to my joke of the week, I think you're misunderstanding the barriers to me watching this movie. It's not costed. It's not for lack of link. I'm not doing it. There's will here. I'm not going to watch this. I don't want to. It sounds awful.
Think now we have to watch it.
No, I don't.
I was not this is why I'm not on the marketing team. I didn't sell it well.
You surely did not.
But
this might be the worst movie you've ever described to me.
The other white ladies in it, Diane Keaton's in it, Juliette Lewis. Where's the cast? Hold on. It's so many good white people in this. Sarah Paulson, a young Sarah Paulson. Tom Skerritt.
Who the... Okay, I've got to move on.
Your boss.
So my boss, by all accounts, is an okay man. Like, this is not a referendum on him at all. But he treats he can't fit a whole woman in his mind. So he treats everybody like my office sister, my office wife, my office mom. Like, it's all very familial. He's very familiar. So when we disagree on something, okay, so rewind it back. I have a mean gay that works in my office who I love dearly.
Love those.
And then my boss is a regular straight. They will often interrupt me to start new conversations. And I've said, hey, sometimes when I'm already speaking, you guys will decide that something is more important than what I'm talking about and push me out of my own conversation. And I don't like that. I'd like it to not happen again. This conversation happened like 2 weeks ago. And they were like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. We didn't even realize we were doing that. That was not our intention, blah, 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 blah. I said, great. Don't let it happen again. Love that. Friday comes and I'm at work. I've got my logo shirt on for work. I am towing the company line. I'm ready to fucking corporate. I'm ready to non-profit. So I start talking to my boss and I'm like, hey, I just want an idea of what we're doing today, what I should be working, because there was literally nothing on my plate. We're wrapping up voter registration because the deadline is passed. So I'm like, what can I be working on? And so he starts barely giving me an answer. And then Lenny, I shouldn't have said his name, but Lenny, the mean gay, comes and starts a conversation with him. And then he completely disregards what I'm saying. So I keep trying to jump back into my own conversation. And my boss goes, what we're talking about is priority. And so I said, what I'm talking about is I want to get out of your face. I want to go do my stuff. I was speaking first. And he's like, well, what we're handling is priority. And I said, oh, okay. I said, okay, bet. And he was like, yup, bet. So we're going back and forth like brother and sister. We're going back and forth like siblings. So I said, oh, okay. I start crying immediately. So I grabbed my Neverfull and my keys. I said, I'm going home. And he was already leaving to go. And that's why I was trying to get an answer, because he was leaving to go to a meeting. So I'm like, if I don't talk to you now, I'm not going to talk to you at all. He's leaving to go to a meeting. I'm storming out of the door. And so we get on the elevator together. He's like, oh, you really going home? Yep. I sure am, because I'm not finna sit up. I don't mind being at work. The issue is I'm not finna sit at work and do nothing.
For no reason.
Because I can sit and do at home and make my content. I can go home and cook. I can be with my dog. I can go be on some hoes. I don't have to do this.
And hoes is out.
I'm here
it's
working.
October, yeah.
So I get in my Uber crying because an issue that I've been having with God lately, repeating myself so you hear me, an issue that I've been having with God is not speaking to me directly about things that I feel deserve direct guidance, especially if I'm asking for or praying for direct guidance. I know the word says you hear me. You hear me. Make it plain. And one of the things that I've been praying about is guidance at work, guidance with finances, guidance with purpose, what I should be doing. Am I even doing the right things to make money? Because has my time passed in working in nonprofits? Is that even am I being a good steward of my brain and my time and my talent, all of these things? So I'm crying because I just asked you.
Literally that ties into my joke of the week.
I just asked you what I should be doing, and then I get to work and my boss basically tells me what I'm talking about is priority and I'm not finna give you no purpose for the day. So I get in my Uber, I'm crying, and she is playing gospel. She is playing gospel. And the theme of all the songs is, you already know what to do. He's already giving you the answer. Da, da, da. And I'm like, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. Give me the answer. So I said, turn it off. I said, could you turn this down, please? And I'm going to make a video in your backseat. She was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. She was like,
I'm having a fucking day.
She was like, okay.
And here
so
you go with fucking Shirley Caesar.
I started crying into the camera. And I don't record myself crying. I was like, but God and all these riddles and quizzes and tests and all that different kind of shit where you're not speaking to me directly, burning bush, give it to me. Whatever happened to a burning bush.
Text me,
send it to my phone. What do you need me to do? Because I don't know how to move because you won't be direct. That video got over 100,000 views, which I thought it was going to be like one of my little throwaways that didn't do nothing.
That's always how it works.
That video got over 100,000 views. I made my coins off that. I got back to work. My boss was like, we cool? I said, yeah, I profited off of how you acted. I said, I still made money that day. And I went home. So we cool. I'm straight.
Fuck you. But
fuck you. But like, I really was in that Uber breaking down. And I could see old girl in the rear view, concerned, scared. She was just kind of like, you could tell, like, you know how people take a breath before they try to interject and then they don't know what to do. So they're just like, and she kept trying to say something. And I honestly would have tweaked out on her ass as she said something to me. Oh, because I already buttoning it up. I don't believe in playing gospel in Ubers for this particular reason. I don't think Uber drivers.
You don't know what kind of day people are having.
You don't know what kind of day I'm having. You don't know. I don't worship Satan, but I could. This could be offensive to me. You don't know if I'm Muslim, and it ain't never no call. It ain't never no calls that they be having down to the mosque. It ain't never no call to prayer. It's always Smoky Norfolk. I don't think that's fair. So you're just assuming I'm in a place to receive receive whatever you got going on today. And yes,
now,
it's
what
your
if you
car.
had a demon and now you got a demon in your car?
Now I'm in your car losing it. Because I was in her car losing it. And when I got the car, I said, I am so sorry. I said, I am having a rough day. I had to get that off. She's like, well, I think everything's going to be fine.
How old was she?
She was our age.
Oh, okay.
She's like, I think everything's going to be fine. Not helpful, Shanella.
I don't think she knew what to say, Pookie.
She should have shut the fuck up, but she should have had some silence in that. Best. I put in the notes of every lift, I prefer a silent ride, and it only happens 50% of the time.
I think silent means talking, not music.
I think silence means an absence of noise.
It's so fucking
cut it off.
I won't talk to you, but we gonna listen to this goddamn fucking Kira Shear in this
Thank
bitch.
You, Kira. But that was my joke of the week. I completely lost it. But most of the comments were overwhelmingly positive. People were like, "I'm feeling the exact same way. Yeah. I just said this. I'm glad that I feel relatable because I was feeling crazy. So that made me feel good."
No, literally, I had this exact same conversation with Dwayne and with my sister. So my joke, I made a video about this as well. I talked about, I was so hyped up about this comedy competition. I had hyped myself up about it because I don't do shit like this. I don't do things like, I don't win things. I never, if it's something that the people decide, I never win. I just get things. Things happen and fall in my lap. But if it's something that, okay, who should get the cheeseburger? Well, not that bitch. Anybody get the cheeseburger but her. So I'm like, I'm going to prove to myself.
Like, not you.
Not you.
Not you.
Not you. So I'm like, I'm going to prove to myself that I can do things. Like I had PTSD from undergrad. Because like, not even just like the big shit, like when I ran for like junior queen, but like even just like fucking e-board shit. Like, bitch,
I could have done that.
I've been doing shit. Like, I ran for like NPAC VP or some shit in SGA or whatever the fuck.
You're
like,
just
I have
saying
to be,
letters.
Yeah, sure. Just acronyms. But it's just like, unless I'm appointed. Oh, that kind of, did that preach? I'm appointed. I'm not voted upon. Hey, y'all you didn't feel that?
He's moving.
Wow. But like, I don't win. I don't win things. But I'm like, I'm going to prove to myself that this comedy competition is for me. It's for me. I didn't care about the $10,000. Would have been nice. Cool. But I really wanted the agency and like these comedy people here. I'm like, this is it. This is for me. I prayed that Friday night, it was so many like good signs, like omens and shit. Like I woke up from my nap and it was playing Kings of Comedy. Which is a big step in my like comedy career. Because I remember vividly being 6 years old, seeing this in theaters. It was on Such a Thing Entertainers segment, which is my dad's twin. So I'm like, oh my God, Dad, you're speaking. I feel it, Dad, you're in here. Like it's just,
Yeah.
I get to the fucking reception, like it was a pre-reception. I'm meeting people, and I met somebody from the city of DC, and they were like, oh, your name is Mel Mitchell. Do you know a Michael Mitchell? And somebody who works in DC, but I'm like, that's literally my dad's name. Like, oh my God, this is a sign,
More God.
And just like this other lady who I was talking to was like the first female writer on SNL, the first black female writer on SNL. And I'm like, oh my God, this is what I need. Like,
You're funny.
And she looked just like my mom. And I'm just like, oh my God.
So you're getting signs.
My parents are here with me. Like, it's just whatever. So I'm like, God, this is you. So I rush home. After that, I'm like, you know what? Like, one of the people who like worked on Def Comedy Jam was like, oh, I remember you from the semifinals. Because the semifinals smoked it. Like, literally, if they decided that day, I might have won, just straight up. I did so good at semifinals, so I'm coming there like, big dick. Like, what's up? Like, I'm the comedy bitch in this motherfucker. And it's like, I always feel like I have a chip on my shoulder by being like a cute girl in this comedy. It's like, oh, it's like so hard being so hot. No, but it's just like, I'm always in spaces, a comedy space. And you're like, oh, so what do you do? I'm like, oh, I'm actually a comedian. Oh, okay. I thought you was a publicist or a waitress or somebody's whore. Like,
Publicist to waitress is crazy.
I'm something, but whatever you are, you're not a comedian.
You're not funny.
So I just feel like I have to always go twice as hard. So I do all this. I rush home. I go practice my set because, I have like that really, really elaborate Chris Brown joke. But my jokes are very niche. But because I've created my own audience, I'm like, this shit kills. This is going to kill them. This is going to be great. I ain't going to do them jokes from the last time. It's going to be funny as fuck. So I get to the show. I'm so excited. Everyone's, hype, whatever. We get to the show, and they say my name. They do my little video. They say my name. And because I've been pumping it, I'm like, I know my people here, so when they hear my name, they be like, yeah. They call my name, and it was just like I'm like, bitch, I ain't even got on stage yet. I knew that very moment, this is not gonna. Them people.
I would have thrown up.
That's why I'm like, this is not for the faint of heart at all. Like, it wasn't even so much that my jokes weren't funny. These are jokes I've been telling. These jokes that sold out the fucking ATL Comedy Theater in fucking City Winery in New York. Bitch, the jokes is funny. Them people was not fucking with me. And I think I'm telling, the jokes they were laughing at, I don't tell them kind of jokes. Like, I feel like had I gone up there and done my jokes about like being a small and fat, something that's more like self-deprecating. If I talked about being from church, they probably would have liked it. But I told the set, and I think my autism too, I can't go off book. This is what I've rehearsed. This is what the jokes that I'm fucking telling. I can't go off book, and I also got to see it through. Then people was looking at me like this.
Well, Rodney told me something years ago, and I've mentioned that on this podcast, and I don't know what jokes you told. I know my favorites of your work, but I don't know what jokes you got up there and said. But Rodney told me something years ago, and I remember doing a joke, something regarding my looks or my weight. And he was like, that is a joke to be told, but not from you. Women are not going to take it well. He was like, straight up, no matter what you think of yourself, you have to write your jokes through the lens of a woman who is either not as confident as you or who does not look like you, that is there with her man. No. And if you couldn't tell it to her, you should not get up and say
exactly
it.
What,
or he'll be
what
like, he would say, rework it. And I took that personally. I was very offended because I'm like, I mean, I ain't nobody being self-deprecating, but I'm like, it's just pretty.
But it's people don't. Again, as a hot girl, I'm in there in my fucking red.
And we're not beating our dicks about being cute.
No, we're not beating our dicks about being cute. But it factors into it. But again, when in 2020, when I did Hell Yeah, and I did my set, and Ashima Franklin pulled me to the side after. She was like, look, because you so pretty, bitches gonna turn on you in the audience. You got to get them hoes on your side. And that shit has stuck with me, and that's the first thing I thought of when I got off stage, because I didn't get them on my side, but also that's not my responsibility. These are my jokes. It is our responsibility. It is, but it's like, it is, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? Because another comedian reached out after both my video. He was like, the jokes are your jokes are your jokes. Mm-hmm. I shouldn't have to switch. Okay, let me do this. So like, no, like these are the jokes that I prepared for you guys. Mm-hmm. These are the jokes that I'm telling. Mm-hmm. I shouldn't have to be like, hey, I'm kind of fat. Okay, yeah, now you.
No, I'm not. I wasn't saying.
No.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like my jokes, it's not even like, hey, y'all, I'm so fine. The jokes I talked about not having kids, which again, everybody else has jokes about their kids. Talked about being 30, bitch. The audience was 50. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just like, we just couldn't relate. And I wasn't the youngest on there, but his jokes are more relatable. So I'm just like, too niche. Because when I think about being niche of a comedian, one of the funniest comedians in Atlanta, in the country, to me, is fucking Mandel.
Oh, Mandel's so funny.
Fucking funny to me. He is so funny. He's funny to a lot of people. I'm just saying, he's very niche though. Mm-hmm. I feel like he would have had a similar reaction in the audience because they just wouldn't have gotten it. And also, it's comedians that selling out arenas, and I would sit with it.
But I think also, like, and I'm not trying to disparage my own people, but black people don't come to comedy shows to actually laugh. They come to be convinced to laugh, which is a very difficult thing to try to.
And also that, like, I'm not saying that I'm just telling these philosophical ass jokes.
That's me. That's me all day. That's me right here.
Like, I'm telling, like, they're jokes that make you think, but they're not. There was an older crowd. So I'm thinking these are people who enjoy Def Comedy Jam kind of jokes. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling dark jokes. I'm talking about my dead daddy. I'm talking about this. They didn't come to see this shit. They want to hear fat jokes. They want to hear me say the R word. They want, you know what I'm saying? Like,
never coming R word.
No, it's never coming out. Like, this is not.
But that's also like how when you told me when we were sitting here the other day that you wanted me to start going harder with my stand-up. That experience that I had on that stage where I was talking about surviving my suicide attempt and all them black moms and aunties were very much like, we actually finna pray for you and I got some oil in my purse and this is not funny at all, kind of reshaped my idea of what was fun about being on stage. Like, it ain't fun no more.
I'm in a weird place right now. Comedically, but this happens to everybody. So it's not like this is like, and not that I didn't know this happened. I know it happens. This is, but just, you know, this is where I'm at right now. Until I get on stage again, I'm like, hell yeah, bitch. Like I thought, I'm the comedy coochie bitch. I do this. Sorry. But like when but that's what the fucked up part is, but you
comedy
gotta keep going.
Bitch is crazy.
Comedy coochie bitch is hilarious. I just love putting coochie in things. But like, it's just so crazy that this is what we do. Like, why would I sign myself up? Like, I didn't bomb. Now,
we're gluttons for punishment. That's all this is.
No, it's very sick.
Yeah.
And I think about, like you said, what makes this fun? And I think about, similar to that clip of K-Dub being weird on the Breakfast Club. And our experience with him in that green room is the reason we were like, no, we're not fucking doing this. We have to get.
And I feel vindicated now. I already knew I was right, but now I feel vindicated.
No, we were always fucking right. So we have to get the fuck up out of there. This is why I tell jokes on the internet. So to say all that, for my Jaguar Right videos to have gone viral, they have over 4 million views across platforms right now. And I wasn't going to make it. That's what's so funny about just God and life. Because my thing that I was so upset about, I wasn't mad at the audience because, bitch, if it wasn't for you, it's fine. You got to know your audience. I wasn't really mad at myself because I know the jokes are funny. I wrote them. They were funny when they're funny. I wasn't mad at, like, the company put it on. I wasn't mad at Dion Cole. I was mad at God. Because I'm not going to cuss at God. Why? I do. In the F, when I signed up for the motherfucker, I said, God, hey, we good? We good? Before I click send, don't have me go over here if I'm not gonna fucking win. So I was just frustrated. I'm so tired of having to learn this lesson. Oh, it's okay. God got more in store for you, blah, blah, blah. What the fuck is the lesson here?
Because I didn't want more in store. I wanted this.
I wanted this,
and I specifically asked for this. That's why when people do that whole, God is a woman. No, she's not. He's not. No woman would ever behave how Big Sandals be behaving towards me. That is
no way.
Man behavior. I've never met a bitch that behaved like that in my life. And I hate to criticize God, but that's a man if I ever fucking seen one.
Ain't no fucking way.
I asked you a direct question, and you gave me a roundabout answer. I asked you for a direct thing.
How you send a nigga a paragraph
more
and he addressed one sentence of that paragraph. God is a man.
What's wrong with you? And I find myself, one time I shouted at the sky. I was in Decatur. It was raining. I was at my stepmom's house and I was in the driveway like, what's that scary movie where she's like, what are you waiting for? I was outside screaming at the sky and it was just a light trickle. I had my wash and go. The hair is safe. I get to have a dramatic moment outside. My brother's upstairs peeking through his window like, this bitch is a lunatic. I'm outside screaming in the driveway. I said, what? And I cussed. I said, what's your fucking problem? And the sky said, and I said, oh no, I'm just playing. I'm just kidding. And I ran back in the house. But me and God was cool after that because I felt like I got real. I felt like I let, because I think God also thinks I won't kill myself. You got another thing coming. Like straight up, you think I'm bullshitting. You'll be sooner than later. I will be back and I'll upstairs.
Be at your fucking desk.
And I will be like, I've got a list of things that we need to talk about. So when I'm communicating with God, I'm like, bro, like I really get the fuck up out of here. I will. What's the purpose? What am I doing?
Why did you have me come all the way to fuck up here? If I was gonna lose,
I
could have been home. I could have bombed at the comedy theater. I could have bombed at fucking Relapse. Again, it wasn't a bomb, but it wasn't great. And especially like
what's a bomb for you is a bomb for you when you're used to doing well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a full bomb. Then she was bad, but it was just like now, see the little cute bitch thought she was all of that. Now she done bombed. It's just like, fuck. It was just so many different layers of upset. And I was mad at God. Because I'm like, this is the story of my life. I go out for things. I try to step out and do things. And I don't get it, but it's not because I wasn't good enough. And this time I wasn't that great. But it was just like, what the fuck? What?
But
Can I just get something I fucking ordered?
My thing is like, we ain't no better than Jesus. And when I think of my word, I have to reframe the fact that God was also ambiguous and unclear and not answering Jesus a lot of the time. I think whenever I'm struggling, I think about Jesus being in the Garden of Gethsemane before he was supposed to be crucified. And Jesus was like, I think I misunderstood what you asked me to do. And I think that you should get somebody else to do it. I don't want to die on the cross. Jesus was very specific about that. Way. He was very much like, hey man, why would you do some shit like that? Like, why is this the thing I got to do to save humanity? And I don't know them. Like, I don't want to do any of that. And God was like, yeah. And so when I consider that, like, God has ignored Jesus's cries because I told you, you know what I'm saying? And like the thing, and somebody said, and it irritated me because I hate when people are, they were like, it's hard for God to give you an answer when you already decided what you want him to say. Yeah. And I have to start operating through that because even now, I said, when I wasn't doing content every day, my videos were blowing up. They were doing well for my engagement and for my platform. Now that I'm posting every day, my shit stale as fuck. I'm barely
62 likes.
It's no likes, and I'm like,
no, literally,
I will throw this phone in the Chattahoochee.
I'll
stop doing it. But it's like, is it because I'm not getting my way?
Yeah.
That I'm thinking like, oh, now my purpose is not my purpose because it's not gratifying me in the way that I think it should be gratifying me. When that little 62 like video might have changed somebody's life, but that's not what I'm in it for. I'm not in it for the life changing. I'm in it to feel pleasured by it. Yeah. And so when I've reframed it that way, I realized my dad, when I was little, he used to piss me off because I would be praying with him and he would like critique my prayers and he'd be like, you can't pimp God. Mm-hmm. And what you're doing is you cannot pimp God.
If I do this, can you do this? Like,
right. Yeah. And so I realize now, even at my big age, I be trying to pimp God. And it's like, that spoke to me. The fact that the videos that I've been trying to make and the content I've been curating with my ring light and in front of my cherry tree, not doing well, but me sobbing and saying,
hit so many people,
and it touched so many people. That means I need to lean into being, that might be the answer. Yeah. That I might have made that video and God might have answered me immediately with the reaction that people gave me.
And that's what that can mean. Cause I ended up the week, like, thank God for the max games. Cause that shit was genuinely, I didn't want to do it. Cause I'm like, hey, I'm not athletic. We had our little teams. We have been in a group chat all week. I'm just like, I'm letting y'all know now. I've been taking my iron pills. I'm doing the best I fucking can, but I don't know, bitch. If we doing physical shit, God God showed up the very next day. Let me show you, because we get there and it's raining. They had us supposed to be doing like one of them bounce house obstacle course,
like a wipeout type situation.
Yes, it's not in water, but it's like one of them inflatable shits. And I'm like, I'm letting y'all know right the fuck now.
I'm gonna fail us.
I'm going to be the weakest fucking link. And I got there and it was raining. And I looked outside. And I'm talking to the team. I'm just like, hey guys, it's raining outside. I don't think that's going to be safe. I personally, that looks like a hazard, pals. I don't know.
I can't participate.
So it looks like everyone's gonna have to come inside, and they ended up pivoting. So the first thing was the fucking, what do we do first? Oh, the sack race.
I love those.
And I'm like, okay, I took my iron pills all week, so my lungs and my blood vessels and shit were working at full capacity.
I forget you have dangerously low iron.
I could have died. I did good in that. I didn't do it. The boy in our team it was so funny because he went at the wrong time. And I'm like, well, I'm not the person that fucked up. We're doing amazing. Next was like the egg race.
Love it.
I took my shoes off, did that. I'm like, oh, this is amazing. I'm doing good. I'm 2 for 2. And then we did, I think the third event was the obstacle course. They pivoted and they did it inside and they just like arranged different shit. And one of the first event at the obstacle course was fucking flip cup. And I said,
it's my time.
I graduated from Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University, the school of alcoholics. You think I don't know how to play some fucking flip cup? And they set it up, and like my team members were like, we don't know. Like I'm like, rest.
Hush, child. Don't complain.
I got my shit on the first fucking flip, and I ran. I was like. But the worst part about that, I ran in front of all the hoes, like with all my might. When I tell you every fine nigga in New York was there, like the niggas from fucking Sweet Life. Did you watch Sweet Life?
Yes, I saw.
Patiri and his fucking friends were in the fucking building. And granted, I'm engaged. It's not the point. The hoes is the hoes.
The hoes gonna be the hoes.
The
no
hoes
matter
is
what.
always the hoes. I fucking ran in front of the hoes. I wanted it all said, and we're like, yeah, we did so good. And I said,
mortified.
The hoes saw me run.
Mortified.
Oh my God. It was awful, but again, God just showed us like, look, I got you. Me and Auntie Nay hung out. We went to dinner. We went out. We were having a good time. And I went back home, and then I did the fucking Jaguar Wright video, and I wasn't gonna do it. I saw the white boy do it. I thought it was hilarious.
It was, and I don't know his name, but that shit was funny.
That shit was so fucking funny. And I saw Bowmanizer do it. I'm like, that's so funny. And I tweeted like, dang, I want to do a Jaguar Wright video because it's silly to me. But like, what can I say that hasn't been said? And I was just like, fine, I'll just fucking do it. And I sent it to Dwayne. I was like, hey, and I sent it to y'all, but y'all didn't reply. Like, fuck y'all.
I work.
It was a Saturday.
Like a dog, day and night.
Okay, Taraji. It was a Saturday, bitch. I literally, like that video.
I was braiding hair.
I'm in my pajamas. I literally got up and just set up the camera. And I did the video and I like wrote a couple things down. And the shit took off. Literally, Issa Rae, first of all, follows me on Instagram. And that's how, like, God is so petty. Because why would you not tell me that? I didn't get no notification. One day she just liked something. And I was like, what the fuck was she on my page? And then I went and clicked on the followers list. I typed my name in. When did you follow me? This is insane. So she liked and commented on it.
I would have been in full tears.
Like, I was like, what? And then and it's so funny because one of the judges from the comedy competition DM'd me and was like, I was hoping somebody would do this. This is so funny. So God is like, you're fine. But also,
because also I think sometimes what we want or the timeline that we want it is just not best. And it's not that us getting it would be, this is actually turning into,
this is episode.
They're talking about God right now. I think sometimes what we want is just, it's not best. And it's not that getting it at that time in your life would be terrible. It's just not best for what you need.
Also not what I want for you. It's like kind of like a side quest. Like this is like fun, but this is not even, baby, this ain't even.
Cause my crying video, Dolce Sloan commented on it.
I saw that.
I said, "Oh,
the fuck are you doing to my
And you know that people have like celebrity names that aren't celebrities on social media. So I was like, "Hey,
are you real?"
And then you tell your mama that somebody important commented on something. She said, "Who is that? I'm gonna put you on speakerphone. I'm gonna Google it." I said, "You know what, girl? Don't worry about it. She's important. She's important." And then Langston Kerman followed me on Instagram, and I'm like, I'm still funny. I still got the ha-has. Hey, yo.
I try to remain as professional as possible when it comes to Langston Kerman.
I ain't got to remain professional.
Because
he's got a wife.
He has a wife.
Yeah,
and that's why we're trying to remain professional. And it's just so many. Him and Zach Fox, I love a weird light-skinned nigga. Just full stop.
If you got a white wife, you ain't got no wife. They both white.
That's neither here nor there. I'm not talking about them being married. But I'm just saying that's like
I shouldn't have said that.
That's
sorry,
like
white ladies.
My bad. But no, I was supposed to be. They had a show. They had their live show in Detroit this weekend. I was in Detroit, but it got canceled, and I was very sick about it because I wanted to meet Langston because I was supposed to be on his show.
I want to dance at one of Zach Fox's house parties.
And you know when the girls were doing like, oh, this is how we dance at one of Zach Fox party. I'm like, in a different world. In a different world. In a different universe. I would have one of the nastiest, dirtiest, sluttiest,
skankiest outfit.
And like how I be dancing this like we're putting our feet on our hands on the ground.
I come in there like Drewski. No, I want to fuck something.
You know what we're talking about? I'll be like this, and I think, baby.
And you know what's so crazy? Like speaking about God too, because I've been praying a lot about like my romantic life, and not in a like I need a man, Lord send me a man kind of way. I don't want a man in my home. I've been having the time of my fucking life with a man not existing in my space.
As I watched you put a man in your home, I was just like, they got her.
They fucking got her.
They got her.
Well, the not paying bills part.
At what cost?
I'm getting into it. So, first of all, with this country nigga cooking all this hearty ass pot roast and biscuits and shit,
and syrup and shit,
all kinds of dumb shit, putting molasses on biscuits and macaroni and cheese. And,
they got the fucking thick ass bacon with the rind on
greens,
the side.
all kinds of shit that I would never eat.
Country shit. You got big credit in your goddamn kitchen.
Literally in my kitchen. So there was that. And then just like not being able to come home. And I tweeted, and first of all, you bitches act like you've never understood nuance a day in your fucking life. I tweeted, I said, I'm so glad to be living by myself now because I can just be naked and eat Cheetos in peace without being bothered. And everybody's like, I'm so glad you broke up with him because you should be able to do that anyway. First of all, your naked don't look like my naked. And I'm not trying to be nasty.
But if you see me naked,
you
now
see me
it's
naked,
sexual.
eat some Cheetos, you're feeling feelings that you've never felt before.
Your dick is hard, bro. Look at me.
And you hungry.
Now you want some.
Either
you want some pussy or some Cheetos.
Or a combination.
Way, get the fuck out of my face.
But my naked don't look like your naked. We're doing two different things.
No one feels anything when you're naked.
That's number one. Number two, what I mean is nobody is going to walk past a naked human in their house and be like, normal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna ask some fucking questions. Like, is this for me? Is this for you? Can I hang out? No. So now that I'm by myself, it's just so, I don't ever need to do it again. I don't ever want a man in my home, ever. And I knew it, and then I didn't know it, and I know it for certain now. I don't want a man in my home.
And that's why I stay out of the 50-50 conversation. If I could have, I'd rather pay half the bills and have my
I don't think paying bills would have made a difference.
No, I'm saying like, no, I'm saying like when the girls be like, oh, as long as he paying the bills, I don't give a fuck about that. I'll pay me a little bill. That's fine. I
happily submit that rent check every month. You would think I'd dislocate my goddamn finger how hard I pressed that space bar to send that thing through. Here, take it. I send it early. I be on 30th.
So that's what I'm dealing with now is knowing that I'm going to have to, like I was talking about when I was in the shower, watching my TikToks, even I move next month. In a couple weeks. I'm going to have a man and a fucking dog in my living space.
So this is what I'll say. It is pleasant. It is nice to come home to a man that you love. It is nice to like know that if you had a bad day, there's someone you can immediately talk to about it instead of calling or FaceTiming or waiting on somebody to pick up, or you know that nigga's gonna be there and ready
on
to
that fucking game
be a part of your life every day.
Yeah.
That is kind. I will say that like you learn that a lot of things are sexy to men that you did not realize were sexy living in the same space. Cause like when you're just dating and you're going to visit each other, or you're just dating and it's just I come to your house, you come to my house, they don't know your routines. But like me, I will get in the shower, I like turn the lights off in the bathroom and light candles. I will take a French 75 in there, play my music.
Like, yeah, what we about to do?
He's like, it's motherfucking dick time, and I'm like, I'm like, put it away! Oh my god! Like, get it away from me! Please! And you didn't know that was sexy because you're just relaxing. So you learn little shit like that, or like even certain clothes you wear. Not that you with a weird ass nigga, and I wasn't either, but even certain clothes you wear. This is a big t-shirt that my great uncle gave me in 1999, and they're like, give me some. I like that. And you're like, I just wanted to sit here and read
for
my
me,
book.
like my comfort thing is like I'll lean on anything and just like bend over.
I know you. I get distracted by it. You stand like a slutty math teacher quite often. Yeah. You know how math teachers, when they come and help you on the side of the desk, they used to be like, all right, so what are we working with?
Ma'am,
you be standing.
It's comfortable for me. Like I'll get home and get on my bed, and I'll be like that for like 45 minutes, and I'll turn my fucking space heater on and have it on my feet, and I'll just be sitting like, but you cannot do that around a man because he come,
And if you're any kind of autistic that involves like being touched out or overstimulated, and you got like a cuddly nigga, you'd be like, I will will hurt both of us.
That's why we got a 2-bedroom. We got a 2-bedroom. It's really cute.
Perfect.
I'm gonna show you pictures.
I'm gonna be over there.
Bitch,
I'm gonna be like in the living room.
I bought a couch. I bought a bed. I bought 2 bar stools today, bitch.
Ooh.
I'm a grown up. Like, don't ever fucking play. I walked in fucking rooms to go. I said, hey, let me see that motherfucking couch, nigga. Hey, let me see it, bitch.
Oh.
Let me see the motherfucking couch. I didn't say that. He was
You're
a nice
such
young
a
man.
strange
Honestly,
bird.
he was
Oh my
so nice. And I was just like, hi, I would like to see this one couch. Because my line sister has a couch and I really, really like it. And it's modular. So like.
Love a modular sofa.
So like, hey, I'm going to get 3 cubes right now. But we get our bigger house. I'm going to add 2 more of them motherfuckers on here.
Right.
So we can have more couch. So we can build the couch. So we only get.
I heard you like couches.
So I put a couch on your couch. And I was just like, he was like, yeah, and it's on sale. And it was the exact kind of, it was the exact shit we wanted. And I'm like, this is perfect. And then y'all niggas got to go down to the Rooms to Go outlet.
I'm not going to be doing
I
that.
got a fucking bed for $300. And it's nice.
See, me, I think furniture stores give me anxiety, so I get all my shit off the internet.
Oh, no, it was so fun. I like walking in because I feel so special. You come, hi, do you need anything? Why, yes, I do.
That is nightmare fuel for
Oh, my
me.
God. Yes, I need something. I would like a bed. He pointed to all the clearance beds in the back. $300. And it got a USB on the side. I can charge my phone in the bed.
The American public has chosen every piece of furniture that I've ever had. I will look at a piece of furniture and be like, Kathy in Kansas said this was the best bed frame.
I love reading reviews.
Oh, I read reviews all day long. And that's how I pick out my furniture.
Well,
I've never furniture shopped in person.
No, but I've only done it in the past week.
I've been in Ikea.
Ikea is always fun. We went on a date. When I was dating the nigga on the air mattress, we went on there as a date. And I
That's so sad. That's a sad sentence.
500 days of summer. And it was just like, at this point, you just want to be on the air mattress. And you don't care no more. And honestly, I was with him to the end of the line, bro. That was my king. But that was like 5 years ago. Damn.
It was.
But that was my king.
And when you would talk about that, I'd just be like, okay.
I know he wasn't my forever. I was depressed. And that genital was the only thing that was keeping me.
You know, them crazy niggas be coming with that meat when you depressed. You be like, is that for woo?
All of this
so
for my
sad. You
birthday?
be like, God, you sent me a big old fat dick. And then it's attached to the worst person that you've ever met
and you know,
in your entire life.
I think he just needed, a hug. I don't even think he was that bad.
Yeah, but you hugged him with your mouth. You didn't. Okay.
I hugged him from the inside.
You said, does your stomach hurt? You want me to rub it? How'd you like to rub it from the inside?
What the fuck is that?
Have you not seen that TikTok sound? It's from some TV show.
Oh my
where
God.
The guy is like, oh my gosh, your stomach hurt? I can rub it for you. And then the girl, I think it's her hormone monster. She's like, how'd you like to rub it from the inside?
Oh my God. My TikTok obsession right now is, in the club, we all fam.
My TikTok.
In the club, we are all family.
Are you racist? My TikTok obsession right now is the girls using what I look like asking him about another bitch sound. And
Did
then
you see the girl
going completely feral?
You saw the girl who posted the second part and she was in a police car?
No. I saw the one where they were in the police car together.
Yes,
that shit was so funny to me.
It was like, first it was just like, I look like this, but then it just started getting real. Like, bitch, we're seeing mug shots. There's things.
It made me wish I had recorded putting Redacted out on 20, because that would have been perfect. That would have been perfect. That nigga walking up the highway. And I'm like, I am not the social media girly that I think I am, because I need proof.
But also,
the
girlies be recording everything. We had so much shame back in the day. We didn't record. I've done this whole episode with one eyelash, by the way. We didn't record everything.
You look
so pretty. I know.
crazier than fuck. Okay, we gotta go, y'all.
We didn't do nothing on the agenda.
So we'll just save it for the next one. Yep.
Y'all got an episode.
3, 2, 1. Bye.